Should you buy Apple Silicon Macs as a programmer? Okay, that's a kind of a dilemma because Google Silicon Macs just look promising, right? Before we dive in, if you would like to receive more technology reviews like this, don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, should you buy one? If you are a programmer, software engineer. So my answer is, I will not buy. My suggestion is no. Just like my previous video mentioned, it usually takes a few years to integrate fully with a lot of programming libraries. Maybe for those Adobe, Microsoft Words, those kind of big softwares for the general public, they kind of think the compatibility will not be a problem because the first thing they will be working on is to integrate that. If they can now lay people to use Adobe and Google Apple Silicon Mac, then probably no people will buy. But as for programmers is not their target users. It's not their target users. So it really will take time. I already started to see a lot of people asking, will this library support Apple Silicon Macs? Will these languages be able to run on an Apple M1 chip? Yeah, a lot of answers is they are working on it and they are planning to do that, the support, but it takes time. Imagine if you are a programmer, then you want to run something, then you just suddenly buy a Apple Silicon Mac, then you will definitely encounter a lot of problems. So I originally was planning to buy a Mac, but didn't really have like impulse to buy because I still have my MacBook Air running. It's still workable. But now because of the Apple Silicon Mac, if I really want to still be using Mac for the next few years, I am thinking I should buy an Intel MacBook as soon as possible because I can imagine a year later there would not be any Intel MacBook available, at least from Apple stores. It's most likely because they will be replaced by the new Apple Silicon Mac. Apple definitely is planning to replace the Intel CPUs completely in the future. So that means if I don't buy an Intel MacBook now, I probably won't be able to use Mac to write program. Yeah, because if you ask me to choose Apple Silicon Mac and choose between Apple Silicon Mac and the Microsoft like Windows laptops, I would definitely prefer using Windows. It's not Windows. It's just a general laptop. I will install Linux on that. That's definitely the better choice for me because I don't really want to deal with those low-level library compatibility problem. That's very annoying, and you basically couldn't do anything. You couldn't do anything unless you contribute. You spend a few months or a year to contribute to their open source project to lately support the M1 chip. That's just not a thing that I want to do. So yeah, for as a programmer, it just makes me want to buy the Intel MacBook Pro now. Yeah, otherwise I probably will not be able to really use Apple MacBook to write program in the near future, right? Because it will be Apple M1 chip. Okay, so that's the thing I want to share with you today. If you are considering one, yeah, do make a serious consideration because that's a big thing, and you will definitely be able to run most of commercial software, but in terms of programming, there will be a problem. Okay, so that's all I want to share with you today. And if you would like to receive more technology reviews like this, don't forget to subscribe. And other than that, I will see you next time.